Hi, so in this video, I'm going to show you how you can create a multiple bootable on a single flash. So on this SanDisk, without removing it, I can install Windows 7, Windows 8, Windows 10, Windows 11 on a PC on this single flash. So in this video, I'm going to show you how you can create yours. But then first, let me log into this PC and see how it's going to behave. So I will turn on this PC and enter the boot menu. This is HP, so boot menu is F9. Yep, good, F9. Next is to scroll down to SanDisk. If you've watched my video on BIOS, you understand what this UEFI is. Yeah, so go ahead. All right. All right, so Windows 10. This right here, Windows 11 Business Edition. Next is I have this OS here, this Pattern Magic. I have Ubuntu. If I want to install Ubuntu from the same flash. This is Ultimate CD. This one's Windows 8.1 all in one. Okay, this is 32-bit, 64-bit, right? This Windows 7 all in one. This one is 24 in one service pack 1. All right, so this one is another Windows 11. This one is 2200. Yeah, 22,000. So on this flash, I can, if it's Windows 7, if it's Windows 8.1, Windows 10, or Windows 11, I can install it from the same flash, including Ubuntu. Let me say I want to install this first one. I will tap on enter. So now next is boot in normal mode. Yes, boot in normal mode. That is if I want to install it. So now it's going to start preparing to install the Windows. You look at this. This is Windows 10. So now to show you how to create multiple bootable on a single flash. First thing is to go to Ventoy. Yeah. All right, Ventoy.net. Here is it. Yeah, first part here. Ventoy. So I'm going to download Ventoy. It's Ventoy that will be used in order to create, to turn the USB to bootable. So next is downloads. Go to downloads. So this one is for Linux. If you have a way that is Linux, but I'm using Windows, so I'm going to download this. And what is the size? This is 15 MB. So it's not much. All right, so it's downloading, and here it is. That's when it's downloading. This is Ventoy. So this is Ventoy to disk.exe. All right, this is what I'm going to launch. Yep. Yes, run. It is safe. All right, so this is just it. So next is, now I'm not going to use same flash. I'm going to use another flash. This HP flash, 32 gig. All right, plug in. All right, recognize. So next, what I'm going to do is to turn it to bootable. Okay, so on this, there's something to understand when it comes to bootable. You have to determine, you can refer to my previous video on BIOS. So I made mention of partition scheme. On laptop, there are two partition scheme. Okay, in other words, let me say there are two, there is BIOS and there is UEFI. BIOS supports MBR partition scheme, while UEFI supports GPT partition scheme. So now you have to make a decision. Which type of PC do you work on more? Do you work more on UEFI or you work on legacy BIOS? Or you can simply create double bootable, one for legacy BIOS while the other one is for UEFI BIOS. Yeah. So now I'm going to demonstrate, because if you have a UEFI bootable, if a PC, if there is a PC that is MBR, take for example this type of PC, it is MBR partition, not GPT. So if it is MBR and I have a flag that is GPT partition scheme, it's not going to recognize it because it supports MBR partition. Yeah. So now, so if let's say for example, you want to determine, you want to choose UEFI partition scheme. So I come to options, then now yes, talking about secure boot. Okay, this one supports secure boot. So if I want to uncheck it as no, I don't want secure boot. All right. Now it has unchecked, it's gone. So let me click back. So to check it back, yeah. So here is partition scheme. You see, this is MBR, that is master boot record, while this is GPT. Guide, that is GUILD, guide partition table. So I click on guide partition table. Yeah. So what I think basically that is all. Let me check this partition configuration. Yeah, partition configuration is, turning this flash to a kind of a partition. Now, it is what I am going to advise here is to just choose exFAT. Yeah, because if it is NTFS, I think if there's a bootable, there is a OS that is, because after it has turned into a bootable, you need to copy the OS on it straightforward. Yes, basically that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, the vendor is going to turn this to the flash to a bootable. Then you cannot copy, the OS that you have on it. Just copy and drop. That is all. So if it is NTFS, I think NTFS, if it is NTFS, if the size of, if it is more than 4 gigabytes or thereabout, it's going to enter. No, it won't. So it has to be maybe less than 4 gigabytes or thereabout. Yeah. So it's better with exFAT. It can cope as much size as you want. So exFAT is preferable. So leave it at that partition configuration, exFAT. Okay. Now, aside from that, it works with Mac OS as well. Yeah, while NTFS, it can only copy out from NTFS. You can't copy stuff from Mac OS on it. But with exFAT, it supports Windows, it supports Mac OS fully. All right, so I will just click OK here, right? So now I've made this secure boot should be enabled, then partition scheme should be GPT, then partition configuration exFAT. Good. So next is to select the USB. Now it's not recognizing it, so I have to click on refresh here. Yeah, I click on refresh. You see it's up. This 32 gig HP. Yeah, V210W. All right. Now look at this is a partition configuration exFAT. This is partition scheme GPT. All right. So what next? And that is all. Just click on install, and it's very fast. Yeah. Note, if you are going to do this, make sure that you don't have important stuff on the flash that you are going to use. Did you see the warning that it gave? If you escape, you can just take it, step back in order for you to see the message. The message simply says that it's going to delete everything, and it is ready. Yeah, that is all. That's not need to a bootable. Now, as it is coming to here, this PC, it has turned into a Ventoy. And look at it. One thing I love about Ventoy is that it doesn't consume your space. I have the whole full space, 29.7 gig, free. So next, what I'm going to do is just simply copy the OS that I have on the flash, and I'm good to go. That is all. So if you have Windows 7, Windows 8, Windows 8.1, Windows 10, Windows 11, Ubuntu, whatever that you have, just copy it on it. Yeah, it has only to bootable. I'm going to copy, let me just copy this Windows 8.1 and this Windows 11. This is about 9 gig, yeah? So copy, yep, right, this has finished its work. Ventoy E. All right, paste. So this might take a while before the two OSs enters. All right, the transfer is complete. So this is Windows 11. The two OSs that I've sent, 8.1 and Windows 11. So next is, so I'm going to unplug. I've used Ventor in order to turn this file to a bootable. So next thing that I did was to transfer the OSs on the flash. Yeah. So now this is HP. The boot menu is F9. Okay. So if you are not using HP, it now depends on the PC that I use. You can easily Google search. So I'm tapping on F9. So F9 is up, and here is it. You know, yes, this is the first one is the OS that is on the drive. That is the disk that is inside. So this second one, USB hard drive, UEFI. You see, UEFI, HP V. Yeah, that is where I'm going to. Yeah, then I click on enter, tap on enter. All right. So here is it. Ventor. Do you see the two OS? This is Windows 8.1. This is Windows 11. Yeah, that is it. So if I want to install Windows 11, I'll just come down, then enter, then boot in normal mode. Yeah, enter. Yeah. So it's preparing to boot from the OS. So that is all. It's basically, so if I want Windows 7, if I want Ubuntu, any OS at all that I want, I just need to copy the ISO file, iso.iso. Yeah? I'll just copy the .iso on the flash. Simply, that is all. That is all. So this method, this method that you can use to create multiple bootable. Yeah. So I don't need to create another bootable. You say this is the interface, Windows setup. Yeah, Windows setup. So Windows 11, install now. Yeah, setup is starting. So basically that is it. That is it.